Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Nazi News EU. We're here discovering Hitler's advancements and plans for the Germanization of all of Europe. First off, we have a guest speaker introducing one of the newest inventions of World War II.
This is the Tiger I tank, and it is the newest invention from the Germans, and it takes 300,000 man-hours to build only one Tiger, and it is currently the most powerful machine in the world. The 88mm barrel is extremely powerful, and the heavy armor makes it almost impervious to attacks. And these tanks destroy tremendous amounts of enemy equipment, and almost always the sight of a Tiger will induce Russian tankers to withdraw. Now, currently the Tiger's greatest weaknesses are poor mechanical reliability. So if preventive maintenance is not performed regularly, the transmission will soon fail due to the gray weight of this machine. And the Tiger's two greatest strengths are its barrel and its heavy armor. The 88mm barrel is the most powerful anti-tank barrel in use by any army, and is capable of penetrating 112 millimeters of armor at 1,400 meters. The Tiger also has the best quality armor of any German tank, and the rolled homogeneous nickel steel plate has the best armor hardness level of any tank at the moment, meaning that it is much stronger and less brittle. Now, this is all the information that we currently have on this new Tiger I tank. And thank you very much for listening to me introduce and explain a little bit about this new and amazing tank.
Thank you, Fritz, for the introduction on the Tiger I tank. Now, let's head over to Chenoa in Germany for some more information on this topic.
As we all know, Hitler has been advancing to countries and destroying them. With data retrieved from Nazi numbers, we have recently learned that Germans are taking. With Germany's expansion, President Franklin D. Roosevelt has decided not to lead the United States into war. He has chosen to stick with the strict policy of isolationism. In an interview with President Roosevelt, he explained to us his position. President Roosevelt, it has been said that Germany is taking over most of Europe. What is your position on this crisis?
Well, we have decided with our country's leaders that we will not push forward with any war, and we will not take any sides or take any part in the decisions the Germans are making. At this point, we are staying neutral, and our most important priority is to keep the people of our country safe.
Warning, bomb alarms have been activated. Please be safe. This just in, Germans have struck Great Britain. There have been bombings in air bases, harbors, and communication centers throughout the country. Although the British are fighting as hard as they can, with strong determination, they are taking a hard loss for their country. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We apologize for the interruption.
And we're back with Nazi News EU. Hitler has moved to the Soviet Union and has captured millions of Russian soldiers, and is currently sweeping through Ukraine and Moscow. Through the freezing and poor weather conditions, the Soviets still. According to New Order in Europe, or NOI, the Nazi regime has stretched from the English Channel in the west to Moscow in the east. It has been reported that Nazi Germany has annexed areas and made them into German provinces. Now we will head over to Bethany for a breakdown of Nazis in the east.
We've spoken to many insiders from here in the Nazi East, and it seems as though the Nazis here are very ruthless. Here are some responses from when we asked them what they feel like living with these ruthless Nazis. How do you feel like living in the land with these ruthless Nazis?
Oh, I just think that the Nazis here think that this is their land and it's full of radically inferior Slavic people, and they're just trying to get rid of it.
Here it's like a living space for German expansion.
Well, I think a lot of the German Nazis are getting the wrong idea of the people here. Lots of us are scared of the power.
Speaking of what's next, we've heard that Hitler has made a plan and has put it into action. These plans are for the Aryan Radical Empire and started after the conquest of Poland. Hitler is having Heinrich Himmler placed in charge of the resettlement of the East. His task is to move out all of the Slavic people, which includes Czech, Polish, Serbo-Croatian, Slovene, and Ukrainian people, to replace them with the Germans. As Hitler's plans proceed, about 1 million people have been removed from their homes into South Poland. Now that a lot of their homes are opened, many Germans have been brought into. The Nazis have a lot going for them right now due to the fact that the Soviet Union Nazi invasions get them more excited about colonization. We just got word that Hitler has planned a social project of engineering. He is attempting to remove all Polish, Ukrainian, and Russian people and putting them into slave labor. Soon, all German peasants will repopulate the abandoned areas and Germanize them. And now we'll show a quick flash. More than 7 million people have now worked in Germany. These people make up 20% of the Germans' overall workforce. In addition to these people, another 7 million people have been forced to work in their own countries under the Nazis' rule. These jobs include farming, industrial jobs, and military camps. All of these forced laborers are beginning to turn against the new Nazi occupation forces. With all these enforcements being made by Hitler and the Nazis overall, who knows what will happen next? Will all of Europe be taken over by German Nazis? Find out next time on
Chanel's introduction, take 3.
So what is your idea?
Overall population.
20% of the
Naki, I can pick up with this.
We'll stop right there. I think we should stop.
There are
Well, we have decided with our country's leaders that we will not
I messed that up again too.
safe. Safe.
As we all know,
No, you can't start that fast.
So we're just gonna have to be cut. We officially learned, yes.
We're having an earthquake.
Of all
That you had
All around me are familiar faces.